Okay. And then you're going to do a wind attack on everybody. Sweet. All right, we got hit for 29 damage. That's nothing. We're fine. We're fine. And you do heal at the end of battles. Always love that in RPG. Just let me heal at the end of the battle. Hello, friends. Welcome to TroytlePower Presents the Power Playthroughs podcast with TroytlePower. I'm your host, TroytlePower. God, that music's good, huh? This is a podcast where we play through games in a powerful way, and today we're playing a little bit of This Way Lies Madness, which I think I might have my volume a little loud for. It should be ducking. Okay, we should be good. Easy, moderate, challenging, or hard. We'll play moderate. This is a recent Switch release from the team that made Cthulhu Saves Christmas and Cosmic Star Heroine. So thinking throwback 16-bit RPGs. But this one is about magical girl transformations and Shakespeare, which is a good combo. Shakespeare is now speaking to me and says, "Dear player, welcome to my game, This Way Madness Lies." This Way Madness Lies. I think I said it backwards earlier. "I am Shakespeare. Yes, that's Shakespeare. This game includes lines of dialogue from my plays, as well as dialogue that has been inspired by my writings. I'm aware that much of my writing can be considered difficult to understand by modern audiences, but not to fear. My good friends at Z-Boy Digital Entertainment LLC have crafted a Ye Olde English to New English translator. Should a bit of dialogue prove too difficult to read, merely press right on your control setup to auto-translate the words to New English." I love this already. "You can also press left to go back to the original Old English text now that you know what it means. Bear in mind that you can only translate appropriate dialogue. Modern dialogue needs no such translation. Allow me to illustrate. All that glisters is not gold." And then I press the button and it says, "Don't judge a book by its cover." Okay, good, yeah. "Any questions? No? Then let us begin our tale in the quiet city of Verona, Italy, a town for lovers and giant mutant flower attacks." All right, the stage clears and we now see a guy in Verona. There's like mutated giant rosebud vines in the background and some big, massive, viney, spiky tentacles on the right. And it's Romeo says, "I fear too early for my mind misgives. Some consequence yet hanging in the stars shall bitterly begin." Which translates to, "I have a bad feeling about this." Oh my god, the translation's so good. And then a portal opens and 4 girls step through a time portal and Imogen says, "I'm never going to get used to portal travel. It makes my stomach sink." And Paulina says, "This is the best. I love this play. It's just so romantic." And Rosalind says, "Romantic? Romeo and Juliet both died at the end through their own stupidity and rashness. It's twaddle." And Paulina, back to Paulina, says, "Well, I like it. Not every play can be exactly as you like it, Rosalind." And then the last of our 4 characters, Viola, says, "Come on, guys. People need our help." "Yes, I heard the distress call for my wand. Something about killer plants." "I definitely do not want grass stains." I play soccer. Grass stains are easy peasy to fix." "They're killer plants. Maybe the grass stains are killer too." "That would just make it more fun." I've lost myself in these voices. I've been sick for a few days. I'm still coming out of it. Turns out doing a game where I have to voice 4 female characters, probably not the best idea. "Come on, girls, it's time to transform." Everyone says, "Stanford upon Avon High Drama Society, transform!" And then we get the magical transformation sequence of our characters, rendered in a beautiful pixel art anime style. It's a Sailor Moon transformation sequence. It looks great. Imogen is our character wearing red. I think Paulina here is the character in blue. They're getting like crown circlets on their heads and cool Sailor Moon inspired outfits with big crests on the chest. Looks like both of them had wands. Yeah, I think all 4 are gonna have wands. Here's our yellow character. Same thing, circlet appears on her head. Goes down her arms, showing that she gets cool gloves, she gets the cool outfit, and maybe a fire-oriented emblem on her chest. And then the last of our characters is in green. Shining light comes out of her wand, green circlet upon her head. She, of course, gets the gloves as well. Pans up, showing the green emblem with maybe wind appearing on her chest. It's great. It's great. Oh, now we're in top-down RPG mode. All right, here we go. Let's go this way. There's a house. Can't go in the house. Oh, there's like a big hole in the ground over here. Oh, and up here too. So these vines aren't just coming up through the ground. They're ripping like massive holes into the ground below us. Okay. Oh man, some enemies. I detect a concentration of chaos energy. Does everyone remember what to do? Let's hit a home run. If you're hurt, ask me for help. So blue's our healer, it looks like. Basic tutorial 1, recharge, items, hyper. Hey, listen up, player. We're counting on you to understand this stuff. Most character abilities can be used once, and they're disabled. Use a defend command like rest to recharge your character abilities. Okay, that's just like Cosmic Star Heroine. Items are shared by the party. They are recharged at the start of battle, but cannot be recharged mid-battle. Characters gain a hyper point each turn. When a character reaches their max hyper amount, they go into hyper mode. In hyper mode, abilities are enhanced. They may deal more damage, have more targets, or other bonuses. Plan ahead and make sure you have a powerful ability ready to take advantage of hyper mode. I think this is the same combat system as in Cosmic Star Heroine, but I already like the look of it a lot more. We've got our 3 characters across the top half of the screen, or rather our 3 enemies, and then from behind, whichever character we have selected, we can see standing there. Kind of gives me Golden Sun vibes a little bit. Okay, so Imogen here, our abilities are Scepter Smash, Balancing Act, Inspire, Bravery, and then we have Rest. And then if we go up, we have our items, and then there's a section that says Unite. Rebirth, Second Wind, Inferno. So these all are ones that work together, it looks like. So we're just gonna use Scepter Smash, our basic ability here, on a sinister sapling. Loves to listen to sappy love songs. He's weak to fire and ice, maybe? All right, now it goes straight to our next character, who's our yellow character. She's gonna use Cyclone, which attacks everybody. Cool. Beat them all. Heck yeah. Victory, all enemies defeat. I gotta take a screenshot of that. The characters are, I just love the character art. Good job, everyone. Keep your eyes peeled for more enemies. Concentrations of Nightmare only trigger battles if you get close. In some instances, you can carefully avoid confrontation. Not fast enough? Hold the cancel button while moving to run, or set run to be the default movement in the options menu. Did you get all that, player? Well, we don't want to have to fight everything if we don't have to. Got it. All right, so we can hold B to run. This is great. I'm charmed. All right, let's fight a baddie. Okay, who do we got this time? We got a Murder Hornet, acquitted of all charges, but the name's stuck. I like it. I wanna use one of our Unite abilities. Second Wind, no. Inferno. It says all fire 10% charge. Cool. Oh, they have different Unite abilities. Hyper Bars Plus or Wind? What's Hyper Bars? Oh, Hyper Bars Plus, so it increases our charge power. Oh, but okay, so different. I'm on my yellow character right now. She only has to do 1 turn to get to her hyper ability, so her attack's going to be hyper this turn. Okay. Well, let's do. That's probably why her Cyclone did so much. Let's just do Spike on a Murder Hornet, because I want to see another character come up. Okay, Icicle, Hot Cocoa, which 100% heal and cure, a Warm Hug, which grants regen, and Determination, Unstoppable, and Hyper. Okay. And her Unite abilities, Rebirth, Awakened Faith, Hyper Bars Plus, and Tundra, which does ice. Okay, cool. So does the Unite ability, like, use up someone else's hyper or something? It doesn't seem to. Oh. Nope, still confused. So I'm on my green character now, and she under Unite has Hurricane and Tundra and Inferno. And Tundra and Inferno have already been used. So she does she just have everybody's abilities? Or confused about that? Good soundtrack. Oh, here's an NPC. We see Juliet up on the balcony saying, "Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name." Which, of course, translates to, "How would you like to be Bob? Bob's a good name." Or if thou wilt not be but sworn, my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet. If you like the name Romeo so much, I can change my name to Trixie. Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this? Eavesdropping is fun, but maybe wrong? 'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Why can't our parents just get along? Forget my name, this plant is truer foe than mere words. He's getting attacked by one of the vines. And we see our characters coming in. Helpest thou me? And we see more of our characters come in. It's like a slideshow for some reason. Juliet says, Romeo, which translates to Romeo, of course. And Imogen says, look out. And we go into a battle. Let's see. There are 2 sinister saplings, and then there's a red vine, which is huge. The sinister saplings have 100 health. This thing has 1,000 health. So we are going to try and focus on it. It's weak to fire, so let's go ahead and do Inferno. Oh. So hang on. So it doesn't tell me who the unites are going to be with. Interesting. Because I think they all unite with the green character to do their unite attack. But if I do like Hyperbars Plus, it shows me uniting with yellow. So they have some, okay, so they all have some crossover, and the green character's unite abilities are all attacks. Okay. I think I'm starting to get it now. Her hypercharge is full, so we're gonna use fire on this red vine. Did 345 damage. Whoa! It just, did it just attack us back? I don't know what happened there. It showed all of our characters on fire. We're gonna use Power Plus for our whole party. That sounds good. Damage up for everybody. All right. You're going to do an attack with Spike. Yeah, and then you're gonna do an ice attack, and that should take it out. All right, victory, all enemies defeated. You gain 52 experience. We're now level 6. Imogen gained a new trait, Energetic. Viola learned a new ability, Breeze. That's it, okay. The red vine has been defeated. Smaller red vines around the region have disappeared, allowing access to more areas. What light from yonder window breaks? Could it be the saviors of my dear Romeo? Which translates to, are you a bad enough dude to rescue Romeo? I beseech thee, brave woman, defeat the monster before it defeats my love. Here's a quest for you. Kill the monster, save the boy. Leave it to us, girl. We'll have Loverboy back before you know it. Saving the truest love in history, every theater performer's dream. As you gain levels, your characters will learn new abilities and traits. Each character can equip up to 7 abilities at once. Pick and choose a winning combination. Traits boost your stats and give additional benefits. Each character can equip up to 3 at a time. You can address traits and abilities from the main menu. So let's, nope, keep playing. Menu. Abilities for Imogen. Okay. Paulina, who learned a new ability? Was it Viola? Breeze, yeah. Oh, I see down here. Okay, so she has an empty spot, and we can go equip Breeze. Add wind 5 turns, extra turn. Okay. Does anybody else have any unequipped abilities? Just check it. Nope. Okay, there's a party chat section, there's tutorials, there's party, save, equip traits, items, battle, and settings. Battle just takes us into a battle. You can just jump straight into a battle if you want. Okay, that's interesting. Let's do Balancing Act, which is dark damage. 109 damage. Didn't quite beat him. Attack with wind on everybody. All right. Nope. Start menu is not the menu, or the start button is not menu. It's the X button. Settings I want to check real quick. Difficulty is on moderate. You can change that here. Excellent, good. Movement, we'll set run as our default. Oops, I'm back. Music has volume options, and sound has volume options. All right, let's check traits, because Imogen, I think, unlocked a new trait. Her current traits are Innocent, which doubles ailment resistance, and Magical, which has no special effects. Oh, okay. So energetic, begin battle with hyper. So magical has no special effects, but it does give her plus 15 to all of her stats, which are HP, power, speed, healing, and ailment. Energetic gives her the begin battle with hyper, and also gives plus 18, plus 25, plus 25, plus 21, plus 21. Okay, cool. So traits are definitely worth looking at because they give you status effects, special effects, as well as just base stat bonuses. All right, let's go explore some more. What do we got? We're fighting Poison Ivy and a Venus flytrap. They're all weak to fire. So let's use Inferno. Okay, so I want to look at your Unite abilities. You have Second Wind, which I think recharges everybody? What does recharging do? I don't know what recharging does, so I'm not sure what good that did me. Yours is Rebirth, which lets you heal an ally. Hyperbars plus for everybody, or ice damage. Let's do Hyperbars plus for everybody. Oh, it maxes out everybody's Hyperbars. Sweet. So now you're going to use your Ice Unite ability on everybody, which should do extra bonus good because your Hyperbar was charged. We did it. Okay, here's another baddie. What do we got? Venus Flytraps and Murder Hornets. Venus Flytraps, there's 2 of them are weak to fire. Murder Hornets are weak to wind. Let's just do your Scepter Smash. Just a physical attack. Let's see how much it does. 147, okay. Warm up, physical, and power plus. So I think this is going to make my further attack stronger? Maybe? Let's do ice. Oh, I should have done. I'm gonna do Hyperbar plus to everybody, because then when we get to our green character's turn, she can do Hurricane, which should take out the 2 Murder Hornets. All right, leaves me just 1 of the Venus Flytraps left, and I do not have a fire attack I can use. Oh, I can use Inferno. I mean, that's unnecessary, but I can, and I will. Imogen learned a new ability, Clever Strike. Playing again a new trait, Regenerated. Let's go check those. Nope. Keep hitting the stop, pause button. Let's save real quick so I don't accidentally quit. Oh, man. Apologies. Okay. Traits. I don't remember who it was that gave a new trait. It was Paulina. Regenerated. Warm hug duration doubled. All right. Oh, and that unequipped magical. I didn't want to do that. There we go. And somebody learned a new ability. Imogen learned Clever Strike. 250% Pierce. This is the problem I have with Cosmic Star Heroine as well, is that I don't always feel like I have a good understanding of the abilities. Okay, so here we go. Warm up does physical damage. It says 100% phys, so it does 100% physical damage to one enemy, and power plus 100% for 1 turn. So if I use that, then my next turn she should do more damage, because I think power is one of the stats. Yes, so it doubles her power. Okay. Getting there. Let's see. Here's some blue spiky vines. I saw some green ones earlier. So we got rid of the red spikes, but there are still blue and green spikes blocking our path. So presumably we've got a couple more boss fights to do to unlock those. A bunch of Murder Hornets, which means we need to prepare wind. Let's give power plus to our whole party. Okay. And then this is an ice attack. I don't want to use that. Where's wind attacks? I don't remember. Let's give hyperbars to everybody. Okay. You have wind attacks? Wind attack. Okay. So yellow has wind. So she can now use Hurricane, which is hyperbarred up. And probably we'll just win this fight in one bat or one attack. Ah, oh, yes, it did. Awesome. Area there has blue and green vines, so I bet that's ultimately where we need to go. Because we'll have to get rid of both colors to get through there. Ah, here's a boss fight. This enemy looks tough. Are we strong enough? We are if we work together. Unite abilities are powerful moves that can only be used once per battle and cannot be recharged. Unite abilities start out weak, but the longer the battle progresses, the more powerful they become. Okay. They gain 10% charge each turn, maxing out at 100% charge on a character's 10th turn. Using a Unite ability while hyper gives an extra 20% charge beyond the listed amount. The extra charge cannot exceed the 100% charge cap. Okay. Sounds like it'll be very useful. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Watch out! It's attacking! All right. We're up against the blue vines now, which, let's take a look, is weak to fire. So let's not use our fire attack now. Let's use Party Plus, or Power Plus, damage up for everybody. And then we'll use Unstoppable Hyper on green. That boosts her up. And then we'll use, we don't do hyper bars up because everybody's up already. So we're gonna use vulnerability to make the blue vulnerable. And then on green's turn, we're gonna use our Inferno hyper ability to attack everybody. Okay, Imogen got poisoned. So now we got rid of the other two mobs. We just have the blue vine left, which is at 612 health. I'm curious down. Okay, so Unite is blocked out for her as well. So the Unite ability is basically a shared ability between two characters, and once it's used, it's out for the rest of the encounter. Anyway, now we can use I don't know, use Clever Strike. Sure, 211 damage. Great. Let's use Icicle. We'll just do basic attacks on this thing. I think we got it in the bag. So Warm Up does physical and Power Plus. Spike just does physical. Presumably, those do the same amount of damage. Breeze is self add wind extra turn. So I think if I use that, it's going to make my attack wind powered. Yeah, okay. And then Raging Fire should finish it off. Sweet. We beat the blue vines. We leveled up. Paulina learned a new ability, Bear Attack. Rosalina gained a new trait, Bold. Vine has been defeated. Smaller blue vines around the region have disappeared, allowing access to more areas. Look, that spiky vine is gone. Yeah, let's take it into the end zone. No, I don't want to quit. I want to go in here and check my traits, because somebody got another trait. Rosalind got Bold, earth damage plus 20%. All right. And abilities. Somebody got a bear attack? That is what that's called. Paulina got bear attack. Oh, that says when hyper down there. So wait, what was the one I was looking at? Okay. I misread how this description of the abilities worked. Okay, so bear attack does 130% physical damage. Damage up with use, max times 3. But if I'm hyper, it does 200% physical damage. So what was the ability I was looking at that didn't make sense? Oh, it was Yellow's warm up. Okay. Power plus 50% for one turn. When hyper, it's power plus 100% for one turn. Okay. I'm understanding how to read the menus now. Oh man, I thought I was gonna avoid a battle here. Ooh, these guys look strong. Enraged Elm and Sir Rose. I have to call back again to Golden Sun. This game doesn't do the like panning around the battlefield thing that Golden Sun does, but I have to call it out in terms of the detail of the sprite work in the encounters. It is that similar level of like, yeah, it's sprites, like 16 32-bit sprites, but they are like so much variation in like the colors and the pixel work and stuff. They're really, really pretty. Okay. Let's do a let's not do your Unite attack yet. Let's do let's just do Power Plus. Yeah, I just want to power up the rest of the party. Okay. And then these enemies, oh, this one is weak to ice. Great. So we'll do an ice attack on you. You're going to do fire attack. Oh, it does on a row. Oh, cool. So that'll hit both of the elms. Perfect. Okay. And then you're going to do a wind attack on everybody. Sweet. All right, we got hit for 29 damage. That's nothing. We're fine. We're fine. And you do heal at the end of battles. Always love that in RPG. Just let me heal at the end of the battle. You know I'm going to, even if I have to like walk back to town. Pokemon. Looking at you. Get why they don't Pokemon. But I wish it did. I wish it just auto-healed. Started playing Pokemon Crystal recently. We went camping, and I was like, I want to play a game that I would have played when I went camping as a kid, and that felt like Game Boy Color Pokemon. I had been playing Pokemon Crystal Advance before. I think I'm retreading. Oh, this was blocked off before, though, wasn't it? A treasure chest. Open the treasure chest. There we go. You got a bomb. This item deals fire damage. Don't forget to equip it in the item menu. Okay. Pokemon Crystal Advance is what I had been playing, but I started up just regular Pokemon Crystal, and I kind of like it. So we have an antidote which cures ailments, and we have a potion which heals in our items, and now we have a bomb as well. And what's cool again is that in these games, you don't your items are not actually consumables. Like they're consumable per encounter, and then they're available again in the next fight. So you don't have to deal with buying 99 potions. All right. Oh man, there are 4 different types of enemies. Weak to fire and ice, weak to wind, weak to fire, weak to fire. Okay. Let's attack the one that's not weak to fire, because we're gonna do a fire attack on round 2. Let's do bear attack on... Wait. Yeah. This one. 158 damage. Oh, we took it out. All right. This one does ice damage to a whole row. I did mean to use it on the row that had 2 people in it, and instead used it on the row that only had 1 person in it. That's okay. Wind attack on everybody. 2 enemies left, but that's okay, because when it gets back to your turn, we're going to go to Unite. Inferno. That should take him out. All right. I like the backing music here. I have it a little bit quiet for me, so that hopefully you're not getting horrible feedback, so I can't hear it super well. But there's vocals, and I'm very interested to hear what those vocals are when I'm playing this and not recording. Yeah, let's do that there. I might, I'm debating whether I'm going to bump the difficulty up, because I am finishing most fights in 2 turns without hardly taking any damage. But if I remember right, Cosmic Star Heroine, I think its tutorial was like kind of frustratingly easy and then got much harder very quickly. I don't remember for sure if that's the case, but I'm worried that it might be. Okay, we're going into the last of these spiky boss battles. It's telling me about leveling up and traits and stuff, but I've been doing all that already. Now we're battling the last of these spiky boys. Weak to fire and wind. Let's do party power up for our first move. And then we're going to do hyper bars up for everybody for blue. And then on green's turn, we will do Inferno on all enemies, which gets rid of the 2 bombs. And then we're going to do vulnerable, maybe? Yeah. It attacks once, but then we can use... Oh, wait, she doesn't have a fire attack. I keep thinking our red character has a fire attack, but she has Inferno as a Unite ability, but doesn't actually have a fire attack there. Let's see. Going to give yellow hyper, because she can do a wind attack if green doesn't finish this thing off. She did not. Breeze, there we go. There we go. All right, all enemies defeated. We've leveled up again. Viola get a new trait, indefatigable. Indefatigable? And Rosalind, the new ability, Meliorate. I don't know what either of those words mean. The green vine's been defeated. Smaller green vines have disappeared. Look, the green vines are now gone. Time to see what paths are open. Let's go check our traits real quick. Indefatigable. Go into hyper when desperate. Is that a health thing, I assume? Like when you get to a certain health, you'll be desperate. Let's check our new ability. Meliorate. Meliorate is a healing. Heals 80%. Cool. Did I not equip that? I think I didn't equip that. Oh, but it's for Rosalind, my green character, not for Paulina, my blue character, who I thought of as the healer. Interesting. All right. I think I'm going to probably cut the recording here. Maybe we'll go a little further. I don't want to, this is a cool game. You should just play it. If you haven't played Cosmic Star Heroine, I really, really like that one. I never finished it. I really should. But it's good. These are just like very fun, very charming throwback RPGs with a very cool battle system that's not punishing. It's more like a puzzle battle system. Like I said, the difficulty level I'm at right now is not showcasing that super well. But the further you go into these games, they really, it's about timing everything together in terms of like which attacks go off when. And one thing I really like with Cosmic Star Heroine, at least, is that when you lose a battle, you can just literally go back to the start of that battle. So it is like super not punishing, which is really nice. I assume this game does the same thing. But yeah, that's been a little bit of This Way Madness Lies. Magical Girl Shakespeare throwback RPG from the makers of Cthulhu Saves Christmas and Cosmic Star Heroine. I believe they all have pretty much the same battle system. We just got into the fight to save Romeo. Hey guys, he's alive! I, me, bound more than a madman is, shut up in prison, kept without my food, whipped and tormented, sad hours seem long. Which translates to, am I rescued yet? I should have been rescued by now. What's taking so long? Feedeth me Montague, but heed, it must be the sanguine tincture that floweth through thy veins. Which translates to, feed me, Romeo. Must be blood, must be yours. Feedeth me Montague from the time that heavenly orb drowseth till it wakens once more. Which translates to, feed me, Romeo, feed me all night long. For it is in the feeding that my vines shall take strength and flourish unto full measure. Because if you feed me, I'll grow big and strong. Rosalind says she bites her thumb at the monster. I like it. Cosmic Star Heroine and Cthulhu Saves Christmas, I know are both on Steam and Switch as well. This one is as well, probably on other places. But what I was going to say is... this is interesting. They're all calling themselves Ingween, and then so like Rosalind, our green hair says, I'm Ingween Emerald. I'm Ingween Garnet, and we are the Stratford upon. I just skipped over them, like introducing their superhero selves. I'm so sorry. They go on sale, is what I was saying. I feel like they haven't been on sale for a while on Switch, but I think on Steam they go on sale pretty quickly. So worth looking at those games, worth looking at this one. I gotta say, I really like the art style of the combat in this one, just a whole heck of a lot. This is a big rose monster I have to fight. He has 1800 health. I'm gonna go figure out how to beat him. Meanwhile, what you should do is check these games out, and until next time, tap A and hope for the best. If you enjoyed my show, it would mean a lot if you would rate and review it on iTunes, share it on social media, or check out my Patreon. You can find all of my stuff at TroytlePower.carrd.co.
This has been a presentation
of the We Can Make This Work
Probably Network.
Follow us on Twitter
At Probably Work
For more of our questionable content.
Also, we have a website called probablywork.com.